One, two. One, two. Mic check. One, two, one, two. Yeah, we good. Racks everywhere. We're throwing racks, we're throwing racks. I'm eating a sandwich. If you ain't fucking butt banging off camera. So I guess this is the audio version. Yeah, let's talk about R. Kelly over here. Hmm. Hey, what's up? Bands to make their dance. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. It is on the agenda. I think I'm back to being a producer full time, so it's all good. So I ain't got nothing else better to do. Um, my cast is off, but I'm trying to see if I can get some disability. So I'm looking for I'm looking for a doctor right now. But yeah, we got it. I got you. I'm glad you reminded me. I got. You know what? I need to write down everything, and when I say write down, I mean use one of my tablets because I haven't used an ink pen since 1996. Yeah, I just got blocked. I pulled up on Sylvia and infamous Sylvia. She live right now, and I just got blocked. Again, I think she got like 10, 15 of my things blocked. I'm like, I should have been like I should have been like an activist because my words are lethal. My mouth is deadly. People are scared of what I have to say. You know, I got questions. They always bringing up some bullshit. Let's talk about Dr. Malachi Z. York and how he got charged with the Mann Act and how his situation is very similar to R. Kelly's situation. How come nobody don't want to call what R. Kelly had a cult? Because what he had was a cult. It was the R. Kelly cult, and his cult members are still supporting him, just like Z York is still supporting him. Oh man, well first of all, they sensitive as fuck, and they don't understand what YouTube is about. They actually get mad when you make a video. Yeah, the Mann Act. Do they know? Look, they have the nerve to have a petition to get rid of the Mann Act. So when you do stuff like that, you lose credibility with the public. I mean, you got a lot of silly, confused, low educated followers, so they don't understand what you're saying or what you're trying to do. But the Mann Act has helped so many people and saved so many people's lives. But see, in where she lived, oh yeah, willful ignorance, yeah, because where she lived, maybe there's only two or three minority groups. I remember back in the 70s. Yeah, I remember back in the 70s where I'm from, there was only Africans And back then, African was a Africa was a country. In the 70s, Africa was a country. As far as I was concerned, I was only a child. So we had Africans, whites, and Mexicans. So that was it. And the rest, they just look, we had other races, but they were going to be either called white, Mexican, or African. We didn't care what your real race was back then. If you look good enough, we'll call you black. Shit, if your hair curly enough and shit, and you dress nice and shit, got a nice car, you was black as far as we concerned in Detroit. I'm from Detroit. Detroit is the correct way to pronounce it. I don't know about Minnesota. I mean Minneapolis, but if you from Detroit, that's how you pronounce it, Detroit. And a real Detroiter will correct you when you say the name incorrectly in their presence, especially the uppity ones. But when I say uppity, I don't mean bougie. I just means the ones that separate themselves from others. You know, they try to be successful and all that shit. Yeah. So I don't have a right to freedom of speech. I don't have a right to be in my feelings. And on a video website, I'm wrong for making a response video to how I'm being treated. Isn't that special? And excuse me eating. I never do this, but today I'm pulling uh, a Latanya. Oh, Kiki, you from Detroit? Okay. How long you been in California? How did I know you're in California? Wow, I am psychic. Kiki is an amazing artist. So yeah, this is for people who have been there. They've been stifled in other chat rooms. They have been, you know, I learned that word from All in the Family. Stifled. I never used that word before I watched All in the Family. What's up, Kiki in the building? Yes. Uh, so yeah, it ain't no love lost. How can you block somebody whose name is Ain't No Love Lost? You gotta have no love to block someone's name. Ain't no love lost. Yeah, so I look. I pulled up. I ain't even screen recorded because I can go get it later on. But I did take the screenshots. They don't have no proof or evidence of why I was blocked. If you felt that way, if you felt that way about it, when you have screenshots, how come the Block E got the screenshots? How come the Block E has the receipts? How come the Block E can prove that he was disenfranchised, he was disrespected? So, you know, I'm trying to feel your argument. I'm really trying to see a reason why I should give R. Kelly the benefit of the doubt. See, I'm the type of person, if I'm a Democrat, I only listen to Republican radio. That way, I can have a strong argument against them and attack each one of their points when I talk to them. It does not make any sense to listen to Democratic bias radio if I'm a Democrat and when I come across another Republican, I can't argue with them because I don't listen to their rhetoric. I need to hear their rhetoric to in order to debate it. So I go over there since they try to be the number one pro R. Kelly channel. I'm trying to be convinced. I'm not choke no joke. Like they call choke. I can't wait to put that tape together. they disrespected and violated Choke No Joke. And then he never saw that shit. And he watched some propaganda video and shit, and he don't want no smoke. So he kind of let her know that, yeah, I'm convinced you made me a believer. Like, I understand that this brother, may not be, what I thought he was. Man, Choke is being politically correct. He's being facetious and sarcastic. It's a good thing black folks don't understand sarcasm, because he has not changed his stance or his square. But he don't need a bunch, of Christian sisters, well, fake Christians, on his back. Yeah, you listen to everything, so you can have I might need some reinforcements in my argument. So yeah, I will listen to my part of the boxing ring, but I'm going to pay attention to the Dixiecrats. I'm going to pay attention to the conservatives. I'm going to listen to the Republicans, and I'm going to listen to people who don't claim any party, and take it all into consideration. You don't have to agree with me to be in my chat. There's plenty of people in my chat that don't agree with each other, but they tolerate each other because maybe they agree with me. Maybe they like me. I don't know. But infamous Sylvia, her mods who don't have their own channel, the only power they got is to hijack somebody else's channel and cause them beef and grief and drama. Drama. You see? When you don't have your own channel and the only enjoyment you get is to block somebody, and you think everybody's the same and you think you're blocking trolls, well, you done fucked up, right? You done fucked up. Because I'm not a troll. Everybody's not a troll that come and state their case and come to listen and learn. If they produce one receipt, what's up, Shady? Green light on infamous Sylvia's chat room and her mods. Green light. Anyway, until we until we have to sit down. See, they want to cuss me out on their secondary channel, their backup channel. They invited me to their backup channel. That's where they do the yin yang pussy song. I got that receipt. They got blocked, but I got the only copy, so they can't flag it. They singing they singing the words to the whisper song. When you see my dick, when you see my dick. See, that's gonna get R. Kelly out. That's gonna bring more credibility to your channel, and that's gonna reinforce your argument that R. Kelly is innocent. I also got the soundbite that one of the panel's person said, "My son is like R. Kelly." So I'm worried about him too. And this is not right. He's being railroaded and blah, blah, blah. You learn something every day, don't you? You know, on the backup channel, they really come out of character. So if I come on the backup channel, I expect to be cursed out and talked down to and belittled and bullied. Basically, they're gonna R. Kelly me. They're gonna R. Kelly me on the backup channel, and I'm just gonna be polite, soft spoken, and understanding and willing to concede to a fact. You know, what's up? Yeah, that's the whisper song. Yeah, what's happening, Dat 504? So yeah, you fucked up and blocked a for no reason, because you know my history. I don't retaliate or get mad or make videos unless I feel that it's unjustified. My sandwich is getting cold, so I gotta eat and talk at the same time. This is a famous salmon shop. I'm parked in the yellow zone out front, and they're so cool that two of the people that made sandwiches there died, and one of them was black, and they still raised his son and took care of his grandmother and put him through school, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I told them, hey, you're going to get a copyright strike. You ever heard of uh BMI or ASCAP? Because she thought, because she publicly supports R. Kelly, that she could just play his music like it ain't shit. Well, you have a super chat, you're monetized, you got your PayPal, Cash App, all that shit. You collected money for transcripts and stuff, and you using the R. Kelly name, and you gonna play his music. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can have a show based on someone being treated unjustly, but when you break the law or a rule, it's okay because you're godly. Artists, when it comes down to it, R. Kelly is an artist. So you still can't play his music unless you compensate him. Now, what you can do is see what type. I'll give you a little game. You can see what type of copyright it has. Now, there's several different types of copyright. So some copyrights allow you to play the music, and some copyrights don't. But they don't make that shit just for your health. They don't make nobody. R. Kelly don't make music just for your health, for your enjoyment. When you're in Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or whatever the fuck, and you hear music, Trader Joe's is paying for that music. When you're on a cruise ship, you know why you hear Earth, Wind, and Fire? You hear Earth, Wind, Fire and all those songs from back in the day because the copyright is cheaper for those songs than the newer songs. And then the band that's playing those hits on this cruise ship, they're paying too. And where I live, your band can't perform in a hotel unless you're in the musician union and you have a top 40 list, and you're paying for the right to use those songs too. BMI and ASCAP and SoundScan and all these motherfuckers. Oh, thanks, Ali. I'm just saying, they would why look, infamous Sylvia is trying to support a fallen artist who they know is fucked up, but he should be treated better. And because of his illness, he's not really 100%, because of how he was raised, he's not 100% responsible for his actions. And we should deal with him in a different fashion than to try to put him away for the rest of his life because he is a true talent. Now, look, they just read his lyrics to Shut Up. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, Demon Divine Light? Would you believe they just read the lyrics to Shut Up, and halfway in the first verse she realized she messed up because they ain't nothing but cuss words and vulgarity. And you trying to make this dude look like a saint. What they need to do is read the lyrics to all his little hits, you know, and then explain that shit. When you read it without the music, it takes on a whole nother meaning. It's like Khalil Gibran. It's like, you know, the music distracts you. The beat make you not think of the words, because people used to dance to Tula Crew, and it didn't matter. It was the beat. You know, yeah, chopped up the song. They tried to not say the cuss words, and so I got blocked from the chat room again today. One of her mods blocked me, and Sylvia don't know how to unblock me, or she playing stupid. I'm like, if you're confident in your argument and your stance, why would you block someone who's willing to be convinced? I, when I was born, my third word in my vocabulary as a child, when I started to put words together in phonetics. Once I was saying mommy, daddy, right, doggy, and then I think about my fourth word. I learned the word concede to a fact. I will concede to that if you can bring me something that's tangible. You know what I'm saying? Hey, booty, hey, cock, what you like now? To the brown, to the brown. Hey, we want some, it go way back. R. Kelly ain't original. Some say it's an art. Some say it's a game that you would give me your body before your name. But I'm a jigger high, not a jigger low. You see what I'm saying? In this time of day and need. Now I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the words to this one. I need something to calm my nerves. I need a freak. I really do. I need a freak, one who acts and look like you. I need a freak. Dun, 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 dun. They act like R. Kelly is like invented the freak songs. We had Egyptian lover. He's still alive. The women here are oh so cute. The freaks are on the on the floor now. You know what I'm saying? I like the girls, 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 girls. My favorite song is "I Need a Freak." If I could have played that at my wedding, as the coming down the aisle, that and "Fire and Desire." I was cold as ice long ago, but I'm just saying them childish ass lyrics. Now you will appeal to the premortal brain, you know, if you keep it, because include myself, a lot of it is not smarter than the fifth grader. So you simplify those lyrics, you got a win-win situation. Okay, business wise, you know what I'm saying? Just on the business tip. But people like infamous Sylvia and what's that girl name? She's Jocelyn. Every time I see her name, I think of one of the victims. I swear to God. Every time I see the mod Jocelyn or hear from her, she tried to say something, keep my name out your mouth. I made a whole video with your picture on it, Jocelyn, because I can animate the smallest picture, even your little avatar. You hiding behind your little avatar. I can animate. I can make your avatar stick your tongue out, all kind of shit. I already made. And then they're gonna complain about the videos that I made, but my videos wasn't the catalyst. My videos was the results of your actions because we're on a video website where we communicate to others through, guess what? Wait for it. Videos. She was sending pics to Demetrius Smith. Look, oh, her son is even worse. Well, I don't want to, they seem like the type. See, they act like Christians, right? But they not. They already proved that on their backup channel. You know, they they demonic. They're covered. They pretended to be godly and holy and sanctified and all that shit, right? But just the mere fact that they're supporting R. Kelly, their cover is already blown. You see what I'm saying? And then the way they was acting on the backup channel, you ain't. There's no such thing as a part-time Christian. You ain't Christian just on the weekends. How you gonna be Christian on one channel and demonic on the other channel? You know what I'm saying? So doing all that crying and praying, and the motherfucker is a deviant of society. So how you gonna take a video where nobody's sworn by a judge or whatever, and they're just in the video talking? That shit ain't. It don't mean shit. You know. Now you can take those documents, like what like an affidavit or what's said that was after swearing on the Bible. We can take that as legit until someone is charged with perjury. Yeah, man, the devil. Let me hold on. Maybe y'all don't understand me. Maybe you don't feel me. I love doing sidebars, so you have to excuse me. Some people hate this hate this about me, but I have to do it. First of all, Parliament Funkadelics. Star Child was the favorite character in Parliament Funkadelic. Star Child was the Jesus figure, and every album had a religious theme where Star Child won at the end of the day. But guess what? On the Sir Nose album, Sir Nose defeated Star Child. So Sir Nose is the pimp, demonic devil figure. And even though he was losing every album, when he came out on the stage, all the women threw themselves at Sir Nose because he was a sharp dresser. He wore a pimp hat. He had a big nose, and he could pull 8 or 10 women on the stage and take them backstage. So at the end of the day, they loved Sir Nose better than Star Child. Star Child was a big old dude in a diaper with a bop gun walking around the stage. And Sir Nose was fully clothed with a suit on, with jewelry and everything, and nice shoes, gaiters and shit. So was George? Even though we love George Clinton, and I party to his music, and I love him. I love African Bambaataa music, but George Clinton was promoting. He was leading you to the devil. He tricked you. He made you think he was a Christian on every album. On that last album, he brought you straight to the devil. She do dox people, and she do dox herself. I've been quite generous. I've been quite generous, and I've been quite. I've been going easy on them because I'm not a I'm delivered. I'm not a troll no more. Check my resume. And even when I was a troll, I didn't dox anybody. All I did was use your own words against you. And they block you and say, go, just listen or something. Listen and learn, or just be a listener, or why would you listen to someone you don't like? First of all, I'm trying to support your argument. I'm trying to find, I want to be like Choke No Joke. You said Choke heard something or seen something and you changed his mind. Well, change my mind. But I know what the fuck you're oh yeah, oh my God. And now that's the most important part, the reading, right? How can you say someone is not guilty, but you can't even support your argument because you can't even say the words that prove your point? I remember because I come from the camp of people going against this cult leader, Nature Boy, right? So this in Panama, he was detained, but this lady wanted to argue about him being arrested. And she said, no, he was arrested. We said, no, he was detained. So she said, okay, I'm going to look it up on Google. Google doesn't tell you the truth. Google doesn't tell you a lie. It just gives you information, and you have to discern what's the truth and what's the lie. And usually, Google leads you to somebody else's. Look, if I had free time, I would just make up a website to prove my argument, and then when I argue with somebody, I go, okay, well, let's go to Google then. Let's go to Google and see right here. So they don't understand that shit. They think Google is Webster. Google is not Britannica. It's not Webster. It's just a source, a place for information. Well, I'm glad you said that, because the next thing is, yeah. Now made I made movies about Nature Boy. Yeah, I've had movie marathons. I'll do the same thing about Infamous Sylvia. I'm a content creator, so I will make content. You know, I got a movie called Princess about Eliana. I got 3 short films about Aya called Not So Innocent Aya. um, I got a movie called Escape from Carbonation when they got arrested in Nicaragua. When he spent those $300,000 and he was out of gas on the road, and what country was that? Um, Costa Rica. He was out of gas, and and it was hot as fuck. And they sent one person to go get some gas, and he was talking about how he blew $300,000. Oh yeah, they gonna ignore the octopus. That's why I used the James Bond movie Octopussy to prove my point. But they never gonna talk about Z York ever. They gonna bring up uh, Jack Johnson and the other guy, which their cases were about 18 years apart. And after Jack Johnson, they two white dudes got hit up after that. And we're not gonna talk about um, uh, the silent film actor Charlie Chapman. We're not gonna talk about Wainwright. We're not gonna talk about in more recent times the governor of New York. Yeah, Diva, I'm live. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm live. I'm glad you're here. I was blocked by infamous Sylvia again. She want to talk about it on her backup channel so they can violate me, like R. Kelly violated the women in his life, including his wife. But unlike them, I'm willing to listen. And if they were over here right now, no one would be blocked, and I would take everything they say into consideration. That's why I like Troy Lorraine's channel, Shot 97, because his chat room is a mosh pit, and he only pay attention to people who make a statement in the super chat. But in the regular chat room, he don't care what you say. It's a mosh pit. And this guy is in the Broadcasters Hall of Fame. He's wrote 2 books, and he was fired by Clear Channel, but he sued Clear Channel and won $15 million. So when I look at how you should run your YouTube channel, I look at Troy Lorraine, you know, shot shot 97. I forgot what his other stuff was, but he the one that invented the morning show of as far as radio, like the Breakfast Club and shit. He invented that format. So anyway, they were playing a video. I don't know if you saw it, but they were playing a video earlier of a guy and his daughter. Obviously, he must have been in the pen while his daughter was running around, and his his wife, his new wife or whatever, was calling the shots, and of course she didn't get along with his new wife. I could read between the lines. I mean, he's sitting there with his shirt buttoned all the way up to his neck. He know damn well he uncomfortable. So any man that button their shirt up to their neck like that is hiding some tattoos. And you wearing all black, you look like you about to rob an armored car. There's no way that you can look innocent, peaceful, or sanctified or credible either. You see what I'm saying? If they want to say that the girl is one minute she saying that everything was cool and she was happy and content and she didn't have no issues, but for the court hearing she want to flip flop and say that she was a witness to everything that went on. Well, I'm going to take the statement that she made under oath versus a video with her and her father in it. That video is not under oath. It's entertainment. It's whatever they were trying to do or whatever she was trying to do at the time. But if you want to perjure yourself, this is not like municipal court, neighborhood court, district court. You know, you want to perjure yourself on the state level, then be my guest. But until she's charged with perjury, until anyone is charged with perjury, I'm going to take their statements at face value. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to take your statement at face value because you got to be a brave soul to lie to the court on the state level. That's all. And she was still with R. Kelly. See, I'm sorry for eating too. My sandwich was it was warm a minute ago, but I'm so passionate about making content that I'm letting my sandwich get cold, and I still parked in front of the store. Well, look, let them. Hold on, I gotta chew. Let them get all that out their system. Let them. They already lost views because of my videos, and they lost views because R. Kelly has, you know, he was found guilty. It's just like certain religions said the end of the world was coming January 2000 or 2001, and then they lost members. People quit the religion because it didn't happen like they said it was going to happen. Yeah, I'm about to get off because this is very rude. I make fun of people who eat and stream at the same time. Now I can understand if it's a part of your show. You're doing the whatever they call it, butt banging and the ASMR, whatever, right? But I try to be professional as possible. You know, I'm just sitting in my car, you know, by a sandwich shop, and I'm in my bag right now because I got blocked. Look, all that chanting and talking in tongues and all that crying is not gonna get him out. What you should do is what she should do is focus on how pick some family members that you feel were enablers, that you feel that was a part of the, you know, like they're bad people. You know what I'm saying? And you should maybe try to get them investigated because the other people are going down too. The employees are going down too. But I'm just saying that R. Kelly had a cult. They just didn't have a name. That's all. It was a cult without a name. You're leaving to work early? All right, cool. I'm gonna hit you up on the back end. All right. And thanks for coming through. R. Kelly had a cult with no name. Now we can make up a name today. How are you winning when the dude has been charged? How are you gonna make up a hashtag called uh what's it what is it? Appeal, winning the appeal? The appeal, you ain't even had the motherfucking appeal yet. Oh, okay. I was gonna call it the Octopussy Coat, but that's even better. The Chocolate Factory Coat. So that's gonna be my hashtag. If they want a hashtag appeal, winning the appeal, even though we haven't had an appeal. From my understanding, um, an appeal, like I had mentioned in the chat room, that what if he's not allowed to appeal? And this, of course, when you have a white dude, anybody non-black, like you got a white dude, a, a Jewish dude, something, right, giving you, shit that you want to hear on your channel, people listen. They'll take everybody will take somebody word over a black man. Now I already warned her about copyrights, and one of her videos got took down. You see what I'm saying? Now she think that she can say fair use and play anybody's shit. Fair use don't mean shit. It's to make you feel better. I got fair use logos in one of my intros. It's just symbolic. It's just saying, hey, please don't flag me. Using the word fair use and saying it and having the logo on your screen will not protect you from getting a copyright warning or a citation. I'm just letting you know right now that fair use is just words. It has no it's not going to say you can't write YouTube and say, but I said fair use. It's up to the person who made the content, because a lighting crew costs money, a makeup crew costs money, a set costs money, producers to make the music and the sounds cost money. So somebody might flag your shit. You should be very careful of how you use it, because you can always take a screenshot and just paraphrase what they said, or write the script. I've been lucky that I've been making propaganda for so long that I know how to propagandize material, and so when I do it, it looks like a show, like on TV, but it also, you can tell that there's some level of satire. Now, more dragging, I'm gonna be in the bushes with my popcorn and blunt, rolling on the floor. It's all good. And she's corny with her fair use act. Exactly. It's just begging for someone not to strike you. And they're gonna tell you that you're hating. When I said, hey, have you ever heard of BMI ASCAP? No, I never heard of BMI ASCAP. Um, I'm gonna stay in my lane. Well, on her backup channel, they took more than oh, on her main channel, they took a video. And on her backup channel, they took a video. So how am I the bad guy if I came into your chat and warned you before it happened? I came into your chat. Your mods, you wasn't threatened by me. Her mods was threatened by me. Her mods don't even warn her for shit that she does because they're afraid of losing their rent. Yet they block anybody without checking their resume. You blocked the wrong motherfuckers this time. And you're going to learn the hard way about who you block and who you shouldn't block. You got to be more political and more democratic about it. Because if a person has a channel and they make videos, media is the strongest tool. Well, okay. I'll try to do that in the future. I don't do publishing. I always do licensing. You see, but people like R. Kelly, they do publishing. You see, they get their publishing rights because their music is going to be on the their music going to be on Greyhound, Amtrak. Their music going to be on the commercial radio. It's going to be on cruise ships. It's going to be on elevators, dinner restaurants. It's going to be in shopping malls and everywhere, even on the ice cream truck. Everywhere you hear their music, they're paying a publishing fee. If a band is playing their music on stage, and let's say you got a wedding party and you hired a band and they're singing R. Kelly songs, he got to give up 50% of his money to BMI or ASCAP. But most of these people break the law. Matter of fact, YouTube have 12 million music copyright violations, but there's not one lawsuit has been made yet. And now somebody from the music industry have control of the music on YouTube, and I think it's Liar Cohen. It's either Liar Cohen from Def Jam or the other Jewish guy that's behind Dr. Dre. One of them, you know. Who is Joy? Yeah, come convince me. Tell me why I'm blocked. Show me the receipts of what I did wrong. Show me where I called her out her name or anybody in the chat room. I don't use the word bitch, hoe, nigga. When you see my dick, I'm gonna beat that pussy. You'll never hear that on my channel. So you tell me where I went wrong. So let me oh oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, how could you think the videos are fake? Or they were old enough, man. They're not gonna play the what video did you play earlier? I'm looking for the link now. Um you played the Turks, the Young Turks. I bet you I bet you she won't play that video trying to be even-handed. So yeah, let me see. Guess. All right. Now I don't see where I can post in my own I can't see where I can post in my own thing. Oh, okay. I don't use StreamYard. I'm too good. I'm actually too bougie to use StreamYard, but if I got to use it to to talk to people and shit, I'll use it. But I'm above StreamYard. I'm sorry. You can hate me for that. StreamYard is ghetto as hell to me. Oh, 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 no. You know what? Oh, you want to talk over here? See, look at that. You can come over here, be on the panel, not be disrespected. None of my mods is going to disrespect you. You can speak freely in my chat, and you can even call me a fuck nigga. So yeah, you can get on this panel and explain to me how I'm fucked up. But remember, everything I did came after what you did. You know, once I was blocked, that gives me the green light because you didn't block a troll, you blocked a content creator. The link should be there. That's the link. Be my guest. I'll let you talk while I eat my other half of my sandwich. You could actually call me because that's how y'all talk anyway. You can call me bitch nigga, fuck nigga, a hater, a loser while I eat.
Lordship.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, go ahead. I'm gonna eat my sandwich.
Hey, Lordship, what's up? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute myself and eat.
All right, wait, let me take off my headset because I think my headset's bugging out. Espérate.
All right. I got a good reputation on YouTube. Don't learn the hard way. Cause I can make you look like a sinner
You hear me?
or I can make you look like a saint. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, baby. Hello, His Lordship. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing? I'm chilling.
I'm good. Good to be on your panel. So, Joy, you wanted to speak to Lordship. What is your issue? I guess apparently something happened with you, His Lordship, with Joycelyn or Jocelyn. I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
your name.
yeah, it's spelled hella retarded, but I'm not gonna even go there. Like, I don't have no problem with her because she don't have a channel. She don't make content. I only
Okay,
have
so
problems.
she's over here to stick up for Sylvia then.
Yeah, 'cause I only have problems with peer members. She's not a member of my peers because she don't make content. She don't have a channel. She don't have the same power I have. She she
So,
she came in my content. On one of my videos, she made a statement. So
mm,
I made the example out of her. It was
mm,
lightweight. Yeah, just lightweight.
okay.
But yeah, I don't know why they act so immature. What do you have to fear? Anyway, let me finish eating
They
pancakes.
don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. They don't, you give them the red pill, the blue pill, they take the red pill and jump off the roof. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And R. Kelly's guilty, point blank, period. Yes, he can go for an appeal. It's going to wind up being denied. He's been doing this thing for more than 30 years. Let's get over it. Stop sweeping things under the rug for this man because he has been found guilty. We all knew that he's been guilty. We just swept it under the rug because he kept playing good music for us and kept playing his Pied Piper flute. And we just kept following along, falling off a bridge, the bridge that he was selling, and we were all sucking it up. And now in 2021, he's done.
Exactly. You know what? They keep hollering appeal, right?
Hmm.
But for some strange reason, I mean, for someone to be in the courtroom who followed trials, you mean to tell me you never heard of John Gotti's son trial? You never heard of Malachi Z. York's trial? They don't have to give you appeal. Now, somebody on her panel said it is your right as a citizen. Everyone has a right to appeal. You cannot deny somebody's right to appeal. Because I said, what if he can't appeal? But what I meant was they could postpone that appeal 10 years. They don't
Yeah,
have to
that
let
that
you. They
doesn't
don't have
mean
to let you.
they'll go right, like they'll go and put up for the appeal, apply for the appeal, and then they'll grant the appeal, and then he's gonna have to wind up wait like 3 more years before he even gets to see his appeal.
Yeah, and they can set the date. They can set the date. You see how long he got to wait for fucking this to be sentenced.
Right.
All right,
So imagine.
here comes so and so. Now, before I let her
Who?
in,
Okay.
Jocelyn.
Okay.
Now, I want everybody in the crowd to know that when she comes on this panel, I don't know what she's going to say, but this is how they act. This is how I act. She still, even if she cussed me out, she can still come to the panel. She still won't be blocked, and she can come back to the channel anytime she wants. Here we go.
Okay.
Hi, His
Hey, Joy.
Lordship.
Hey,
You
have you
you
ever
stay
heard?
with my name in your mouth and on your fingers, so
It wasn't in my mouth until you commented on my video, or until you blocked me. I don't notice people until they block me. I only notice the person who has the channel. But when a mod blocks me, then I notice them. Then I look for their channel, and usually they don't have one. What is your channel about?
no, I don't have a channel.
What
No,
is your videos? What is your videos about?
I don't have a channel.
Oh, okay. Well, I let me tell you about my channels. That the ones that got blocked. I have Haters World. I have Black Nixon. I have Why You Tripping Off Me, and I have His Lordship, and they got tons of content on it. That's I mean, with real production and editing and audio, music and voice and narrations. I'm not a troll. Actually the king of propaganda. So I can make you look like the Pope, or I can make you look like the
My
devil's
question
sister.
is, why are you always over on the supporters of R. Kelly's channels when you don't support R. Kelly? You just there for a
Well,
distraction.
I'm trying to be convinced. I'm trying to be convinced. I'm trying to hear something that will convince me. But I have not made a video saying I do not support R. Kelly, and I haven't made a video saying that he's the worst person on earth. The way I make videos, you can make your own decision from the video. I make propaganda videos.
So, his lordship. So you're saying that you like to watch her channel for the propaganda she gives, and you analyze it.
Exactly. If you want to be the number one supporter, or in the top two or top three supporters of R. Kelly, I'm gonna watch your channel, and then I'm gonna have an opinion. If I can't put the opinion in your chat room, then I have a whole channel myself that I can state my opinions on my channel.
Okay, okay, that's understandable. That's what it's called. It's called commentary, right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put it out there. If somebody, you know, she's not the first person that I've done this to. There was a lady who said there were 52 states, and she would not fold on that. So I made a video saying it was 50 states. But then I was called a bully. She said, because this is behind Nature Boy. She said Nicaragua was in South America. I said Nicaragua is in Central America. She said New Mexico is the 50th state. I said it's the 29th state. She said you can't vote if you live in Hawaii or Alaska. And she said Hawaii was a country 10 years ago.
Wait a minute. Who said that? Who said that?
But I'm the
Who
bad
said?
guy. I'm the
Wait,
bully.
who said? Wait, who said that?
A nature
Sylvia?
boy, a nature boy stalker.
Oh, a nature boy stalker had said that. Oh
Yeah.
my God, what an
See,
idiot.
I'm against Nature Boy too, but I don't want to be associated with ignorance, because that supports his argument saying that he's being gang stalked and bullied. That's how he gets more donations and more supporters, because you got people like that other lady who just making up shit. She showed his naked baby. She um she did all kinds of shit.
I don't like
Before,
that guy, Nature Boy, and his antics and stuff like that. I
right,
don't.
right.
People who follow him are just as crazy as the people who follow R. Kelly.
So look, I don't insult people because of who they favor. I just listen very closely and wait for them to make a mistake.
Diva, I'm not crazy at all. And I don't just follow R. Kelly. I'm about the rights of all black men.
Okay, I
Oh,
get it, Joy. I get it. I get it. I get it.
well,
To each his own. That's all I say is to each his own. But for me, you people are crazy. I mean, you people throw yourself off of roofs and things of that nature if it could be. It shows. You know what I mean? Like the R. Kelly supporters are, as they call them in the narcissistic
No,
world.
no, I wouldn't say that at all. I wouldn't say
Oh,
that at all, Diva. I really wouldn't.
yeah.
well,
That's how
well.
I
First
see
of
it
all,
because he's been proven to be guilty. We've known about his antics for over 30 years. And Now his next trial that's coming up in Chicago is even worse for him because he obstructed justice, and they're bringing up more minors besides the one that was in the video in 2008. Do you know that he even molested her cousin?
But why is it that why are they bringing cases back from the 90s, things that he's already been charged on? The truth don't need no
Because
help.
he
If he was truly
because
a pedophile, he should
I'm
have
gonna
some
tell you why,
underage
mommy. I'm gonna tell you
people
why. I'm gonna
right
tell
in
you why.
2019.
Because he obstructed justice. So therefore there is no double jeopardy because he sold and bought his case. It wasn't a fair trial. It was all one-sided because he paid his way out.
Where are the minors in 2019, Diva? Where are they?
All right,
Where
hold
are
on.
the minors that should
Let me
be
ask
around
you that
right now?
question. If you move,
The minors that were around from now was Azriel Clary. That was the only minor for
and
the
if you move, see,
2015 date up until present date.
and if you
Then
move
She
somebody,
wasn't a
before that
minor in
was
2019. She was not a minor in 2019. If you're
oh,
truly a
not in
pedophile, as
2019.
you say,
Not in
you
2019,
should
in
have some right
2015.
now.
I said 2015. I didn't say 2019. Right now in 2019, he was in jail. There was no minors because he was in jail in 2019.
and if
Who
you
was
move
he
somebody
doing?
to,
Nobody.
if you move somebody to Europe when they're
He didn't go to
teenagers,
jail until July. There should have been some minors around right now.
There was no minors because the minors became adults. Remember, they were with him for years. They weren't just with him. They were with him for years when they were minors and became
Okay.
adults.
Then if they were adults, they should have been gone. It should have been a whole new fresh litter of minors. Y'all full of it. Ain't no minors.
all right, check this out. Check
Mommy,
this out.
mommy,
Hold on, hold on,
mommy,
hold on.
mommy.
Give me 1 second.
Go
One
ahead,
second.
Lordship.
See, let see what infamous Sylvia don't want to do. Maybe she never considered this. She don't want to talk about Malachi Z. York's case, and she don't want to talk about African Mbata. See, African Mbata was a citizen of New York, and New York has a statute of limitations. But R. Kelly is out of Chicago. They don't have a statute of limitations, so it doesn't matter how old the cases are. You know what I'm saying? If you move a girl out the country until she grow up and bring her back for a trial, yeah, 6 to 8 years, she will look like a lady and be a lot older and be a lot more convincing to the jury. And if you pay her not to show up at all, well, you're not innocent. You just beat your case. That's all. Y'all still there?
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I just
Yeah,
had to
I'm
go on
still
mute
here.
because
I'm just saying it makes no sense what y'all talking about because a true pedophile don't get breath in asses for people when they're pedophile.
a
They
pedophile
can.
doesn't give
They
what?
can if they can afford it. They would. If somebody's your if you use a human being as your own personal sex object,
They like prepubescent. They don't like breasts.
no. But I have never
Okay,
called
all right,
him.
wait,
Hold
let
on.
me, wait, his
I
lordship.
never called him a
Hold up,
pedophile.
hold up. All right, so let me use the correct terminology for you, Joy. Hebephile, okay? R. Kelly is a hebephile. He likes the girls from 13 and up. Okay, does that sound better for you?
Well, it's probably a lot of other hebephiles then, because right now I don't see no 13-year-old in 2019. You find me the 13-year-old in 2019.
No, there's
You
no
don't know when
13-year-old in
he began to
2019
sleep with
because he was
Asriel
locked up
Clary.
in July
You
of
don't know. Were you
2019.
there?
The last
Were you
minor he
there?
had
If you
was
weren't
in
there, then how can you sit up here and
2015.
say that?
I wasn't there, but Azriel was there and she testified that she was 17 in 2015. His last minor was in 2015. And there is no statute of limitation on sex crimes in the USA anymore. They got rid of that.
on the state level, but
On the state level.
I mean on the on the as far as all 50 states, but African Bambaataa, he left the country until the statute of limitations was over because he has many accusers in New York that accuse him
Yeah,
of molesting him. But so when the statute
yeah.
of limitations reached its limit, African Bambaataa moved back to New York. You see what I'm saying? But he can't find nobody because he had muscle, he had intimidation, he had money. All you got is Ron Savage and what's his name, and they're not going to do anything. So, but this is a whole different case. This is totally he's been able to use his power of money and influence to get away with shit for 30 years. That's all I'm saying. Think about the women. Think about the girls.
Sorry, I
Now,
don't believe that because he had
none
too
of the
many top age women, older women. He's had women older, way older than him, 7 to 9
name one.
years older.
He's had all women, like he said. He did say it in the Gayle King interview. I love all women, and he wasn't
Yeah,
lying.
but
I
any
believe
lady
him. He loves
of
all
any
women.
age,
I believe that.
any
But
woman of any
he has
age can
a
still get in trouble.
preference. He has a preference. He loves all women, but he has a preference. And his preference is little girls, young girls from the ages of 13 to 17. And
I'm
in some
sorry, that was
states,
not proven. That was not proven. And another thing, there are so many innocent people that are believe that. They just overturned the Takia Beverly murder case in 8 months, and she's got a new trial. She was innocent. So it happened. Just because you got a conviction now don't mean it will hold up.
yeah, but
All right, but
hello, there was evidence corroborating the crimes he committed. So what are you talking about?
Girl, what evidence did they have? They had a video of Holly playing in her own pool. R. Kelly wasn't on that video with her. They had audio of Lisa Van Allen.
Hello, R. Kelly was peeing on her while
Oh
she was
no, we
messing with
don't
the
know. You didn't see
pee.
him in the video. He wasn't shown in the
Hello,
video.
it was in the it's in the transcripts. Did you not read the transcripts?
Oh
yeah,
yes, I
matter of
read
fact,
them. Not
let
only
me
that, I listened to people every day that was there in
Okay, in
court.
the closing arguments, the prosecutor described how R. Kelly was peeing on top of the girl while she's playing in the pee, and the other girls on the side are like, "Oh my God, look at the pee! It's splashing."
Okay,
now
lady. Last I checked, that's not illegal. People are into that. It's called a golden shower. People are
Okay,
into
it's
that. Just
illegal. It's
because it's not
illegal
for
when the
you
person
does
doesn't
not make it
consent.
against the law. That was sex
It's
between two consenting
illegal. It's
adults.
illegal if the person doesn't give consent. You
Where did
see,
the
he
person
should
say
have done,
they
you know what
didn't
R.
give
Kelly should
consent?
have done? You know what R. Kelly should have done? He should have done an NDA where it describes all the details that the girls would have to be into. Because if he would have done that and had them sign the NDA, he would have been better off protected. But he didn't do that. Instead, he decided to have the girls write fake ass letters saying that they did shit to him
Oh,
so
I
that
believe Azriel wrote those letters. She
let
said in
me
Azriel did
confidence
not
let
write
me
those
that
letters.
interject.
she
There was
had
letters from
access. She had
2000
been in that storage.
there was
That's where
Hold
that
letters
on.
from
stuff
Let me
came. That stuff was
2007.
planted
There
by
was
Larry
letters from
McGee
Lisa Van
and
Allen.
Azriel Clary
There
and
was
Angelo.
letters from
That
all right,
Lisa
stuff was
Van
excuse me.
planted, B.
Allen.
Ladies,
There was
ladies,
letters from Lisa Van Allen.
ladies.
Do you understand? There was
Oh,
videos from Lisa Van Allen. That's 1998.
Right. Who
Azriel
didn't even
wasn't
show
even
up to
thought of.
court. Who didn't even show up to court
Azriel,
to be cross-examined. And there was only
Azriel
audio. No
wasn't
face, no case.
all
Azriel,
right. Check this out. Check this
Azriel
out.
wasn't
Hold
even
on.
thought of.
One moment, please. Now he got off of like 14 videos were thrown out because of the technology. Um, you can't. There was no timestamp on the videos,
No
so you
timestamp.
couldn't.
That's
Right.
right.
So 14 real videos were thrown out, not because it wasn't true. It's just that they couldn't prove the date and time. But as
Right.
technology got
Okay, they were
better,
thrown out. They were
right?
thrown out.
So fuck the
But
people in the
there was
in the
videos of
video.
him with minors,
That's what I'm
child
talking about.
pornography.
I don't believe that because they was thrown out, so we don't know. We can only go by the evidence. What
It
was
was thrown
presented
out
in the
because
evidence?
Girl,
What
they
was
threw out extra
presented in the
evidence because
evidence,
there was no
Diva?
timestamp.
Diva, what was presented in the evidence? Okay, audio of somebody that sound like R. Kelly. We don't know what that was. That could have been role playing. That could have been anything. Without being
Oh
able to
my God,
see him,
nah.
girl,
We
without
talking
being
this
able
is
about
the
we
to
talking
problem
about
with
see
we
flying
him,
talking
monkeys.
about.
This is
listen,
the
Hold
problem
on.
without
with
being
Now
flying
able
listen.
to
monkeys.
see
They do
him
All
or
not
right,
what
like
was
look,
to
going on.
see.
look,
They
And guess
are
look,
what,
blind.
Diva? Guess what? That
look,
audio was
look.
played in the 2008 case.
So check this
Girl,
out.
they did not play that audio in the 2008 case. They did not
They
play
played that
that
Lisa Van
audio.
Allen in the
They
2008
did
case.
not. They did not play that audio. What they played in the 2008 case was the video of Lisa Van Allen having sex with R. Kelly and Rashana Landfair.
Right, and
That's
there was
what they
lots of
played.
videos.
They
There
didn't
was
play
lots
no
of videos
audio
played
of
that
Lisa Van
only the
Allen getting beat up by R. Kelly. They played that audio here in the
And guess
2021 trial.
what? And guess what? She went right back to R. Kelly with her daughter after the 2008 trial.
Oh
yeah,
my God. And why do
cause
you think that was? Because
Make
she was
that make
used to her.
sense. Make that
She
make
was
sense.
used to him taking care of her. It
Or them was some
happened.
lazy heifers
It
that don't want to
happened.
work
How
and they
many
want to
girls
get it
break
off of
up
the
with their
man that got money.
boyfriends?
That's all it
How
was.
many
'Cause guess
girls
what?
break up
They
with their
sure ain't trying to
boyfriends
prosecute
and go
their
back
uncle
to
that
them?
molested them. They're not
How
trying to
many
prosecute the
people
boyfriend
break
that
up
gave them
and
herpes.
make
They're
up?
not because they ain't got no money. They trying
now
to get our
look,
How
baby.
she
many
got a
people
well no,
break
hold on.
up to make
She
up?
she got a point there. Let her have her point because I believe in I like to accent when somebody makes a point so it won't look like they're being bullied like two against one stuff like that. So these women were some of them might have been sex workers, some of them might have been just trying to come up because their own lifestyle wasn't that great and they wanted to be
Hmm.
associated with somebody famous. And
Hmm.
so that's what the Man Act is for. These women that worked in brothels, these women that
But
worked in
those
the street,
women were not
these
going
women.
across state line for sex. They were going to concerts. They were going to concerts, literally going to concerts.
All right, listen to
And they
this.
were
Listen to
waiting
this.
in hotels and on the tour bus to have sex with R. Kelly. What do you think that is?
See, that's where the racketeering come
If
in.
you understand
They,
The Man Act could be
if I was,
anything, baby. He
if
could.
I was, I'm an independent artist, right? If I was gonna be a commercial artist and I wanted to sleep with a bunch of women, I would have did it like R. Kelly because he had the game down tight. He made it seem like it was they just come into the concert, this and that, this and that. The whole thing was a machine to sleep with young girls. That's he didn't give
Right.
a fuck about
You are
money
out of your
or
mind.
music.
Read his book. His book doesn't say he
He didn't read
started that
this
to please
book.
nobody.
He didn't
He
read his
started
Mommy,
own
it
book.
because he loved
he's
music
not gonna
and
admit
he's
to
a musical
anything. Come
genius.
on now. He's not gonna
He
admit to
Y'all
anything.
he
sound
Come
hasn't
on.
read.
crazy as hell.
He
He
Come on.
became the
he
R&B.
contradicts
He
his.
could do that without being the king of
No,
R&B.
he became okay. He became an R&B star because he loved to sing. He wanted to do it. He wanted to be into the industry. But along the way, he created an enterprise
No,
so
Jive
that he
Records
can help
created that
himself.
because guess what? Jive Records wanted him sexual. That's why Selena Johnson said she couldn't make it under them because it was all about R. Kelly, the cash cow, who they wanted to be
Yeah,
sexual and
yeah,
sensual.
because
You
they
know,
knew he was a
Yes,
sexual
he was a
deviant.
sex symbol. That
They
was his image to be a
no, they
sex
wanted
look,
symbol.
him to be a sex
Okay.
symbol.
They
When he
look.
wanted
did
him
that,
to be a
hey,
sex
Mr.
symbol.
DJ,
I
and I, when
get
he was
it.
with
Yes.
Public Announcement, I'm from Gary,
Right.
Indiana, right there by
He was
Chicago.
a sex symbol.
Tell
You're
used
right.
to be in Chicago all the time. I have nieces who have gone to every single one of his concerts, got pictures with him, backstage passes. They have never seen him or have him do anything inappropriate to them. and they have
Well,
gone
that
when
just
they were
means
really young
that
on up
he.
to
That
now.
just
Oh,
means that they
so
weren't his type.
they wasn't part of the lottery. They didn't get chose.
They
I have
wasn't his
pictures
type.
of one of my cousins, because he would go to Gary and play basketball all the time. And people, and
Yeah,
he's just an everyday person, which makes him vulnerable to stuff like this. Because
if
most people of his caliber, you can't get access to them like that. R. Kelly
caliber.
was so humble, and that was to a fault. Because you got people out here like the Clarys who sat up there and studied. When they saw that he was going to be in Orlando, they went and brought their daughter. She didn't even want to go because she didn't even like R. Kelly music. They made that girl go. Probably beat her and made her go. You know
Yeah,
that because
because they know,
Angelo,
I,
that's a
I
dirty
agree.
man.
They
because
did
they
make
know
her go. Yes, they
they could
did.
dangle the
They made
they
her
know they could
They
go.
dangle the
made her
I
fruit.
think
go.
that they wanted her
They
to
promoted
to
the
be in
talking.
R. Kelly's presence and to help out with her career. But in the process, they forced her. But
Yeah, they did.
they weren't thinking about the downside of what could happen to
But
her.
did
They
anybody
didn't
ever
think that
think
she was going to
about
be
this though?
abused.
Did y'all think
Sex is
about
sex.
if he's
They were
saying
probably
in
just saying, all
April?
right, if he decides to have sex with her and he has sex with her, whatever. She's
But what I'm saying,
18.
Diva,
She's
do
a
this make
woman.
sense
She could
though,
do that
Diva?
once she's
It don't make
18.
sense. It don't make sense when you say that in April he allegedly did something inappropriate with his daughter, and then you sign her over in September to go live with him. Make it make sense, because it ain't make the math ain't fucking mathing for me. Sorry, it ain't. It just ain't mathing. I mean, why would you if a man did something inappropriate to my underage daughter in April, it ain't no way in hell I'm finna sign over to anybody in his organization to do anything. Matter of fact, I would have already been at the police station back in April of 2015.
Well,
I
it happens all the time.
don't
IMX, one of the members of IMX, brought another family member to be an artist, and he got molested just like they got molested. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. In Chicago, I don't even know why they have laws. Like they should just don't have no laws at all. The shit, the shit that go on
Oh,
in
they wild.
Chicago.
My sister told me cousins screw because I was telling her Dominique and Geronda are allegedly cousins. She was like, "Oh, that's a Chicago thing. They do that in Chicago.
Yeah,
Cousins sleep
I'm
with
from
each
Detroit, so I don't. I'm from Detroit, so Chicago is right across the street, and I don't hate on my people and stuff like that. I give people the benefit of the doubt, but because I got friends that are commercial artists like Grammy winners and stuff, and people don't make music just because they love making music and love singing. People trying to get laid too. They trying to get laid all the time. They trying to have a harem. I don't even know why artists get married. They trying to get busy. And he did not. There are rappers in jail for their lyrics. In my city, there's people serving life just based on their lyrics alone. And R. Kelly did not hide. I think one thing positive about R. Kelly, he was always honest about himself, and you didn't listen. And some people took advantage of him. If I
But
can
if
say
you're gonna
anything,
dog R. Kelly, you should be dogging Steven Tyler. You should be dogging Hugh Hefner. You should be dogging Diddy. All these big name people, they mess with young girls. I mean, 18, 19, 20. Right now, Diddy is over 50 and still
okay,
dating 19, 20 year
some investigations, it took them 10 years to bust Malachi Z. York because he had his own language and it changed every 30 days. They would change their language. That's how smart he was. They changed their language every 30 days. The feds couldn't read their lips and he couldn't tap their phones. So they had to watch him for 10 years. And then they finally caught, there were 49 kids that caught herpes and claimed that Z. York molested them. And they had the same strand of herpes that he had. He fathered 250 kids. He had three periods, one for the women, one for the men, and one for the kids. And some of the women didn't even see their child after they gave birth because somebody else was raising them. And he was
Well,
sleeping
that's
with
real
kids.
deal shit right there. That ain't R. Kelly though. That is not R. Kelly though. That is
Well,
not the case with R. Kelly.
what they have in common
What R.
is
Kelly was into, them girls was into it with him, and it's not illegal. You can pee
right
shit,
because
do
but
whatever
this is
you
the
want.
similarity.
It's not illegal.
This
It
but
may
wait,
not be your thing. It may not be something you want into, but it's not illegal. And
Right,
that's the thing. When they
but
said they're there, but they're all of age, we got to change the narrative. That's when they took that shit back to the 90s. And I'm gone on that point because that's what I'm saying. When you got to go past the statute of limitation to try to get somebody, you doing some shit then because the truth don't need no help,
no
period. And
limitation because
that's it.
he's not a citizen of New York. He's not a citizen of New York.
No, he's not.
So there's no statute of limitation unless you was a New York citizen. Like in
Yeah, but to even try, he didn't. Why was he tried in New York? Should have been tried where he lived. Why?
well,
Why is Geronda Pace in all three? She's in the New York indictment, the Illinois federal, and the Illinois state. Now you tell me that's triple jeopardy. That ain't double. That's triple.
well, I'm glad you brought that up because of new technology. When you use a cell phone to make a video, it's geo timestamp. Everything is a date and time, a location. When you upload it from a location and you use the Wi-Fi to upload it, all of that, that's you busted. Before he was just using a DV8, a DV tape, or a Super 8 camera or VHS. Now you're using a cellular phone with tons of information. Like when they busted the mayor of New Orleans, they didn't even need feds. They just used his BlackBerry phone to indict him because everything was on the phone, just like the mayor of Detroit. So now that technology has changed, these next two trials is going to be all about the new technology. And I'm sorry that he's going to have a very hard time proving this innocent. I believe you with this first trial, right? He should have made better choices. I believe that he's not totally guilty. But with the next two trials, there's too much data from technology for him to walk his way out. And I'm glad that you came onto the panel, and I'm glad you didn't cuss me out. You proved me wrong. I see that you're a lady of integrity, and you have your values and your opinions, and you stand firm behind it. You stand in your square, and I appreciate that as a person. I hope if I ever get caught with in a situation like that, because I'm human, and it might be a badass 16-year-old out there that and I'm married. I might just I might just trick off on it, but I'm not that type. But I'm just saying, I hope that y'all come to his lordship rescue too. And they'd be like, well, the age in his state is 16. But damn, I'm 52. I don't know if you know that, but I'm 52. I've lived a long time, seen it all, heard it all, did it all. You know, and humans are not perfect. Humans make mistakes, and that animal instinct to procreate, to act inhumane is very tempting, especially when you think you can get away with it. So thank you for coming up, and see if you can get your friend to unblock his lordship on her channel. All right. Shout out to Observing Stuff and Julie Hedges and Larita and Kuta Kente. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know they said that. Kuta Kente Dub, Diva Tomboys. Uh, I'm finna go check her show out. I'm sure if she's not live already, she's about to go live. And thank you, Diva Vine, for coming up and chatting on the panel. And Blue Sky is in the building. You know what I'm saying? But if you're innocent, you shouldn't have to work so hard. You shouldn't have to move a witness out the country for 6 to 8 years. You shouldn't have to have somebody lie about being married and all kind of shit. People coming back, they try to make people look extra grown. They come back pregnant. I bet you say, look, I'll give you $5,000 if you get pregnant. I got this trial coming up in another year. Look, it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you this. I don't even though R. Kelly is a black man, and I would say 49% of what he's going through is unjust, but 51% is just. And when I see him, I don't, even though I'm an artist, I don't see myself being crucified. I see that man as an individual who got himself in trouble. You see what I'm saying? It's the people that you associate with. and the lifestyle that you lead. And when you make, well, I'm about to leave anyway, but thanks for coming through, Diva Divine Light, because I'm still parked in front of this store. How dare you make an album that's half secular and half religious? You're playing with fire. You know, he lucky his plane ain't crashed already. You can't have a foot in the world and a foot in the you know what I'm saying? You can't have a foot in its holiness and then another foot in the world. You can't do it. You either got to walk in the light or walk in the dark, and you leave yourself vulnerable. You don't have God by your side. You leave yourself vulnerable to the wolves. And that's all I got to say. Peace and increase. And Jocelyn, I will not make no matter what no matter what happens in any chat room of Sylvia's, because you came up on the panel. I will not make a video about you or use your image in the video. Okay? You came over like a real G. And I appreciate that. And Diva, holla at me on the back end. All right, peace and hair grease. And Pizza in the building. All right. And Deboski, Gun, DMX, and Indigo Forever. Yo, we'll do this again. I'll have another panel. And yeah, I'm out. 313.